before we get into Hacker Replay today, I have an exciting announcement. I need your guys' help for something. This goes for both the Twitch viewers and the YouTube viewers when this eventually hits YouTube. Monday, June 2nd, I will be doing a special Hacker Replay stream. It will be my 200th episode of Hacker Replay, and I'm doing a special collaboration with Ubisoft for it. What we're going to do is I am going to try to load over 100 matches. My goal was 200, but I think that's too much. And Ubisoft staff are going to be in chat, and the anti-cheat team as well is going to be in chat, and they are going to live ban all of the cheaters that we watch. They will be in chat confirming when people get banned. The anti-cheat team will be in chat to answer your questions, so you can chat with any of them and they will respond. And we're going to try to get as many cheaters banned as possible. But this is where you guys come in. I need your help. So I need as many matches as you guys can submit to me. If you have any cheaters between May 29th and June 1st, please submit them. I don't care if it's the most blatant cheater. I actually would prefer if you could submit all your blatant cheaters. I don't care if it's casual. I don't care if it's ranked. I don't care if it's standard. Submit every single blatant cheater you have to my Hacker Replay folder. The more blatant, the better, because we want to have it be very easy to just tell someone's cheating, get them banned right away. All right? So if you ever run into any cheaters over that weekend, please submit them to the Dropbox. I'm going to quickly show you guys how to properly submit a Hacker Replay file. So first things first, if you need to locate your match replay file, it's super easy. All you do is click on this gear icon on Ubisoft Connect. You go to Properties, Installation, Open Folder. And that will pull up the folder where your game is installed. And then all you have to do is click on Match Replay. Here are your match replay files. Super easy. Now the easiest way to make this file ready for me is to make a text file. You can call it whatever you want. You can even leave it as a new text document. I don't care. When you open it, all you got to say is my name, Bob, hacker's name, evil Bob. Easy. Something like that. And then just save the text document. Then all you have to do is just click the text document and the match that you're going to submit. Right click, compress to zip file. Done. Easy. That's all you got to do. Now you have your zipped match replay file. Now to submit, you need to click the very first link in the video description. You can see it down here. It's a dropbox.com/request link. Once you've clicked the link, you should see this, where it says VarsityGaming sent you this request. So then all you have to do is go to this folder again, grab your zipped file, drag it to Dropbox, and upload it. Now for your name, you don't actually have to put your real name. In fact, for this video, I'd specifically like you guys to just put like blatant cheater. And then I don't even know if you need to put your email because I don't ever see anyone's email. So I think you can just upload it. Oh no, you actually do have to put an email. But don't worry, I don't see it. Just put in whatever email. I don't care. And then press upload. The match will upload. And you're done. That's it. That's all you got to do. So any cheaters you come across that are blatant or obvious in any way, please submit them using this method. And the reason I'm specifically saying if you can submit them from the dates between the 29th to the 1st, like matches that happen those dates, is because I think over a few days, it's very likely that those accounts will probably be banned. We're trying to get them banned live, so I'm trying to get as many non-banned cheaters to review. So if you submit a bunch of matches where the person's already banned, we can watch it and be like, oh yeah, confirm they're banned, but that's not really going to be anything. We want to ban them live. But yes, it is a very exciting event. I hope you guys will enjoy it and also tune in live for it. I think the plan is to start June 2nd. Stream will start at 12, and then I think we'll start doing the Hacker Replay at 12:30 Eastern time. We don't know exactly how long we'll go for, but from what I've been told, the devs are willing to allocate up to like 5 hours for this. I don't think I will force them to go that long. I think we'll do like 3 hours. It'll be a long stream of Hacker Replay where we just get as many people banned as possible. So I'm a little worried because, like I said, I'm kind of losing my voice from my cough. I think 4 of these matches are overtime today. Actually, only 2 are full overtime. The other ones are standard overtime, so it's not too bad. But I will be sitting today because I don't feel like standing while I'm dying from a cough. In the first match for today, we have DVD Drive, who is accusing Z and Divik. But okay, so one of the cheaters actually dies right away. If they're not cheating, it is weird that they're sitting here for like 20 seconds just waiting for them to spawn. I can't tell if he pre-aimed that because the debris was in the way, but he looked ready for them. This looks like a controller player. If this is a controller player, he wouldn't be able to cheat in a traditional sense. What are you doing? He just ran out in the open with the C4. Round 1 didn't look like cheats from what I could tell. He does look like he's staring at them. No. Okay, so he's definitely cheating. That much is obvious. Maybe he's using a controller to try to make it less obvious, I don't know. I think Alibi is cheating. Already aiming at them through the wall, getting ready to pre-fire. I think they're both cheating. Three dies. Definitely just walls. Doesn't look like aimbot or anything. I think he's on controller though, maybe to make it less obvious. You know what's crazy though? They lose. Those two cheaters lose. Even though it's pretty blatant, right? They actually don't even get a single kill. Cheating and losing. Well, you don't cheat because you're good at the game. So they're obviously pretty bad. Oh damn, he went like full blatant. Like trying to floor bang. Bro, he was tracking him. And he just didn't... He lost the fight. This guy... just doesn't even look at the frost mat. God, they're so bad. Yeah, they lose. It cures... And... Oh, I didn't even realize this guy just... he doesn't even have a stream mode name, that's just his name. This guy has not been banned, but he is in champ. Previously plat, now in champ. And I assume he's queued with that guy. 6 matches together. Neither of them have been banned yet. And when was this match submitted? It was submitted... actually today. Okay, so that makes sense. This guy's been around for a while though. It's like the same guy as well. Like he's keeps changing his username to be similar. He's been around for 7 years. And then started cheating, I assume, when he came back. Or honestly, this could be a stolen account. Stopped playing, like, basically at all, and then came back and was diamond. But yes, both cheating, neither of them banned. Okay, next match is Night Haven Labs. In this match, we have Big Butter Balls, who's accusing Morby. That looked a little weird. It almost looked like his shield went up when it shouldn't have, but I think that was just a visual bug. He's not checking anything. Why'd he smoke the wall? I know he hasn't really done much, but I want to say that he is walling. Because, like, here, he's just staring at them. He's not even... like, you should hold the door. Instead, he's staring at a wall. And then here, I know he sees them, but... he's trying to hit him through the wall, but obviously he can't. Then he dies. I feel like he's walling. I see that this guy mainly only plays shield operators because he was fusing out Monty. Chris, how was Rio? Rio was good. But as you can tell, I have a really bad cough now. I had like a very minor cold, but my cough is just so bad. And like, I'm losing my voice because of it. The fact that he's just aiming down sight in front of them and they're not killing him sometimes is crazy. Okay, no. If it wasn't obvious before, it's obvious now. He literally tracked that Fenrir through the wall. And he keeps doing it over and over again. I wonder what he does in the last round. Well, he gave up on being subtle. But what's funny is that they actually end up losing now. The cheater loses. I could be wrong, but this... Actually, never mind. I was going to say, it also feels like a controller player. But I don't think it is. I think he's just a bad mouse and keyboard player. Because he's very slow to react. He's doing like one action at a time. Like, the way he's playing reminds me of when I try to get an older person to play a video game. And they're like, what do you mean... I have to move my left hand and my right hand at the same time. They don't, like, they can't do two things at once. Yes, he is obviously cheating. Has not been banned. Does actually not have that high of a KD for what he's been doing. He's only level 28, though. And he has not played... Actually, he played today. Surprisingly not going that positive, but look at his headshot rating. For someone who's so bad, 83, 83, 91, 89, 86, 100, 100, 87, 80. He never has a headshot rating below, like, 90, except for this one where he got 50. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. All headshots. I'm shocked that he didn't get banned because headshot percentage is one of the things that they've been monitoring the most. If you have a very high headshot rating, they ban you. Do cheaters sometimes throw stats to hide their cheating? Yes, that is the thing where cheaters will... only get like 1 or 2 kills around. They'll be very cautious to not go overboard, but usually they can't help it, or if they're about to lose, like, well, I have to be blatant now, and they'll cheat, which gets them caught. Because the thing is, you gotta remember that cheaters are not willing to accept that they will lose. They want to always win. So even if, like, losing would hide their stats, they're like, I don't want to waste my time. Okay, next match is Cafe, I believe. In the third match of the day, we have Just Betterman, who is accusing Travis Escort. How did that Astros not kill him? Alright, Travis Escort. Oh, nothing. Where'd you just get shot from? Oh, Ash from behind. Can't say I saw anything in the first round. The one thing I hope they fix in CJX is the replays not being so buggy. I know it's a long shot, but it would be nice. Why is Maestro banned? I didn't even notice that. Wait, Blackbeard and then Maestro banned, but each team did not ban an operator for their side. Interesting. My predictions were not good for Rio. To be fair, at the beginning I said this is a format that we've never seen before and seems very janky, so we don't know what the results will be. Also, I believe that the only people who got like better predictions than me got 1 or 2 more points, which didn't get you a battle pass, it just got you like 2 packs, I think. So I think my predictions were fine. Seeing as how I don't think a single person got the battle pass. Also, so far, this guy just seems like a normal player. He's just holding angles and waiting. He almost C4'd himself. That wouldn't have been good. The fact that he did just walk under skylight and not worry about anyone possibly coming to shoot him is a little weird. I think if you're a normal player, you don't expect that to be clear because they could peek it at any moment. Okay. This could be a stretch, but bear with me on this, okay? I think this might be proof of him walling, and here's why. So, he's just standing here on the reinforcement, right? He gets shot from the skylight, which is the Twitch, in a second here. He gets shot, right? Looks right at the Twitch. That's fine. You could piece together where you're getting shot from and look at them. And then he swings here, looking right at the Twitch through the wall, which is also fine because, you know, you could piece together where that is. But he quick peeks, pre-fires, Twitch, probably frightened by this, you know, steps back a little bit. And then if you are Valkyrie in this situation, you should probably assume that the person's holding that skylight angle. But instead, after Twitch backs up, he just sits here and he holds the angle. He's not afraid of anyone peeking this. He knows that no one's there. And then he shoots after. I think if you're a normal person, the way you play that is you don't just sit out in the open holding a pixel angle that you would get shot from. You probably play that more passively. But we'll wait and see. We'll get more confirmation later and we'll see if it's true. That felt a little weird, but wasn't bad. Chat saying it's ego peeking. It is ego peeking, but it's also suicide to peek an angle. But, like, by the way, he didn't shoot at that pixel angle. He just peeked and held it. If you're ego channeling that because you think you're better than them, you shoot it because you would expect someone to be there and you try to kill them. But instead, he swung on an angle that no one was at and just stood out in the open and was fine with it because he knew no one was there. That's my rationale as to why I think that's suspicious. But sometimes people are bad at the game, right? It's important to remember that I, as a diamond/champ player, have a different mindset than people who are playing this game for fun or in the lower ranks, because they don't really think about this type of stuff. He also 100% just shot Mira, but did no damage to her. And then it also goes back to the whole thing before about how he did just stand under the skylight and throw C4, but wasn't afraid of anyone peeking the skylight because he knew no one was there. But we'll wait and see. We'll keep watching more. I'm really curious how Blitz players will be in the new season because limb damage is going, I think, down by 40% or 50%. So if people shoot your legs as Blitz, you can actually survive way longer. I'm go-to currently and I've never seen a cheater. You've definitely seen a cheater, you're just not good enough to realize that you faced a cheater. That's a very common issue. Okay, there. Looked like he was blind. He didn't see the person sitting in the corner. He actually reacted to it instead of just pre-firing it. That's good for him. Means less likely that he's cheating. He has 2 impacts in hand that he could use. I guess that's why he didn't use it. This guy actually ends up dying. So round 2, I was a little suspicious of them. Round 3, they played a lot more normal. So maybe they just play weird around skylights. Maybe in a normal round, they just do whatever. Chance saying they could do the Amaru grapple. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I believe in you. I'm gonna guess he doesn't know that Rook's down here, or Doc. He did not know that Doc was down here. And then he dies. So maybe in round 2 he just played that weird. That is completely possible. And I think now he's just gonna, I don't know, play normal? I can't say I've seen anything suspicious after that, and he dies first here again. Dies. Alright, maybe he's not cheating. Maybe he did just play weird. If he is cheating, he's really good at hiding it. I mean, it could be... Actually, wait, no. Chat said maybe he's toggling off when he's ahead, but I think they're actually losing. Yeah. They're 3-1, so he should be toggling on then if they're about to lose, but instead he's just dying, but his teammates keep winning it anyways. Hold up, I gave him all the benefit of the doubt that I said he's probably not cheating. Chat literally just said this guy's legit. I don't see it. I don't think he's cheating. What just happened here? Literally, like, right on him. Don't tell me he actually toggled on. I actually was about to, like... If he wasn't suspicious in this round, I was going to be like, we move on. I think he's not cheating. He full toggled. He died first, I think, 2 rounds in a row and was like, fuck this, and went full toggle. I can't believe that you guys thought he was innocent. I never doubted myself for a second. Remember when I said on the skylight that he played weird? I knew it. I knew he was cheating. I never doubted myself for a second. I'm just going to edit out all those times I did doubt myself. Let's see how he runs in and kills people here. Look at this, not a care in the world. Not worried about Harry Potter. No, he's not worried about Harry Potter. Obviously, I assume the cheater wins because, yeah, he goes full toggle and kills everyone. Oh, he went, like, crazy blatant. Not only just, like, running in and killing people, but, like, now on defense running out. Like, full running out. Damn. Does he end up dying? He does die. How does he die? I think he dies on purpose there, or lowers KD. He has a 4 KD. Oh my god. God damn. Level 300, by the way. I don't know how he hasn't been banned. I know this match was only from today, but still. Or no, it was from 2 days ago. God damn. Alright, next match. So far, all cheaters today. Alright, in this match, match number 4, we have bosscop.rbz, who's accusing Benzovos52. I'm going to guess cheating because he literally ran to this door right away and is just waiting. This is what the cheater did in round 1, or match 1. Oh, look, he leaves. He doesn't know where the drone is. Maybe he's not walling. Looks like he just roams and then eventually dies. Okay. Other than running to the door right away, he hasn't really done a whole lot. Kind of looking more like a bot by the second. And then he dies. Okay. Okay, he gets his first kill this round. Let's go. Let's go, Ben Zavos. I'm going to go on a limb here. Bold take. I think he toggled on. Could be wrong. But I think he might be cheating. Don't tell me he's going to literally just sit here and stare at one angle for the entire round. Please, do literally anything. You have walls. Hey, he finally shot the radio. Planting. The one guy's planting. He's still holding this one door. Bro, do literally anything. Oh. To be fair, that Claymore was 200% obvious, but checking pillar before close left was weird. Sure. I mean, I get what you're saying. The colors are wrong. But no, it's obvious that he is walling. He knew where that guy was. I just think he's trying to be as subtle as possible. Now I say that he's probably going to run in and just insta-kill everyone. What was this? Hold on, what? He sprints over, right? Bro, he aimed so low and then like flicks over to the Mozzie. He's definitely cheating, but I need more like more substantial proof. I already know that this is enough for you and me, chat, but there's gonna be people who are like, well, actually, he just got lucky on both of those. Guy's droning as if he's actually gonna pay attention to anything. So he gets a kill there and then dies. Yeah. That's for not really any proof. I feel like that looked like he knew Doc was on the left, but he didn't want to hold the left, so he kept going to the right and like going back and forth. I'll get more proof. I feel like round, what was that, 3? Is like indisputable, but I need more just in case. I think he was trying to shoot the Malusia there, but he didn't realize that that was a hard wall. Could be wrong, but... So he keeps droning a little bit in these rounds. Usually not much substantial droning. Like, not droning that would actually benefit you too much. I get that he just called, but obviously, I guess, this lobby doesn't look that good, so maybe he wouldn't think about this, but doesn't even check his left. I know there's no phone ringing over here, but like, they could be on a mute jammer, they could have hung up already, and he just doesn't check anything. He just goes right towards where Warden is. I think he's doing a good job of hiding it. Maybe not even intentionally hiding it. He could just be bad at the game. But I still think he's cheating. He keeps doing that a lot. Like, ever since he killed the guy in the pillar, he always holds the wrong side of the door. Like, there he held the right even though they were on the left. When Doc was over here in the previous round, he held the right, or like, he held over here when Doc was over here. And then when he pushed in over here where mute was, even though it looked like they knew where mute was, they were aiming over in this corner and then flicked over to mute. It feels like they're intentionally doing that to make it look like they're not cheating. I'm not crazy for that, right? The way he just played that right there looks very much like someone who does not know exactly what they're doing, but has like an idea and just doesn't know how to execute it. Which I feel like at this level, he should not be doing this well if he can barely come up with a plan on what to do there. This is the last round though, so like, if we don't get crazy definitive proof here, I unfortunately don't think there will be any other opportunity for that. That's the first time I've seen him pre-fire this entire game. They get ace. I think he's cheating. I think he is walling. I think he's doing a very decent job of trying to hide it, but to go and aim at the wrong side of a door or hole in a wall like 6 times in a row, but then also to just always be ready whenever someone's about to push somewhere and then flick over to them is just like it. You don't do that 6 times in a row, right? I doubt this is his real name, but let me check. Actually, can you even have an underscore in your storm mode name? I don't think you can. Cannot. Or maybe you can, but he doesn't. Diamond with a 1.5 KD, stopped playing Siege for like 3 years, was previously gold, now diamond. Yeah, I'm gonna guess either stolen account and probably cheating on the account now, or sold the account, but I don't know. Either way, definitely not their account. You don't come back to a game 3 years later and go up 5 ranks. There's always the possibility that the account was stolen or sold to someone who is legit and is better, but like they kind of played like a bot, so to be in diamond is insane. And then again, they had like 3 or 4 instances of weird things that they did, like the pillar run out, and then they had like 6 in a row where they were constantly aiming at the wrong place, what almost looked intentionally. A 1.5 KD over 340 games is actually pretty high. I think it's very unlikely that they're just a returning player who's legit. All right, match number 5, we have Mr. Cooker 57, who's accusing packgod.exe, his own teammate. It's not often that we get people submitting their own teammates because generally these cheaters are in a stack, or at least some type of group. But based off the first 2 kills being headshots back to back, probably a little bit likely. I feel like his recoil is like nothing, right? Maybe I'll watch it back in slow-mo, see. I know I'm no expert at recoil control, but I feel like this is very steady. I can't tell if it's a replay bug or not. But I also know that people will bullshit and always say that anything is controllable. We literally had someone not too long ago. It was the match where I had 6 cheaters in it, and then some of them had like the no recoil cheats, where it's just completely flat, literally no movement at all. And I posted it, and I even said in the TikTok, I was like, TikTok's gonna say that this is completely legit and so easy to control. And there were so many people who were like legitimately arguing that the AK-12 is that easy to control. Or like, my control's that good. I'm like, fuck off. I know they're just trolling, but it still annoys me. I want to say that this Ash has that recoil control thing, because it looks like her gun's not moving. And again, I'm no expert, but when I use the R4C, it's not that steady. Again, no recoil. So that was a short burst. It's so hard to tell because I can't tell if it's just bugging out in the replay. Because like that also looked like it had almost no recoil, but then he missed everything. It just feels like the gun's not moving enough. You sound a bit tired? I'm sick. While I'm suspicious of the recoil, I will say it doesn't look like this guy is like blatantly walling, but as soon as I say that, he basically runs through the entire building without, he checks only in these corners, and then once he's pushing in, he just sprints right in, like barely checks anything, like does quick checks, but then does a full check as soon as he runs right up to Vigil. Like every other room he did a very small glance, and then of course when Vigil's over here, he does a full 90-degree turn, already aiming at him. And I know pistol recoil is actually very little, but that pistol also did not move a single centimeter. Like, it is staying almost perfectly still. But maybe I just don't use pistols that much. I swear they move at least a little bit more than that. He was looking right at him, and then he ran away and died. He's spamming it, it should be moving a lot more. That's what I was thinking. Like, I know the pistol in general is not crazy recoil, but if you spam it, it shouldn't be that easy. Blackbeard's head just fucking collapsing itself. Okay, that right there, I feel like was normal recoil that you should see on most guns, right? I feel like the R4C has worse recoil than the MP5, but he somehow struggles to control the MP5. And I know for some of these cheats with anti-recoil, only certain guns work with them. But I'm telling you, like, his recoil control in that R4C was insane compared to that. Okay, he dies right away in this round. Doesn't look at the roof at all. Dies. Weird. You'll be out of a job in CJX because they won't have cheaters. That's always a thing where it's like, I hope they fix cheating for the betterment of the game, but I'm also like, it is nice when there's still cheaters because they can make hacker replay. I feel like he's just acting like a bot now because they're about to win 4-1. There, that was a normal reaction. I don't know. I feel like I'm not learning a whole lot from this. I feel like the perspective is too shaky for me to tell sometimes with his recoil. But he barely gets that kill, and then he pushes over here. I don't know. I feel like in the first few defense rounds, I was way more suspicious. Now I'm just kind of like, eh. He's just playing normal. Or not a defense round, sorry, the attack rounds when he was on Ash with no recoil, I felt like. So he pushes up. Smoke's not actually there. It's just a replay bug. As he gets closer, he stops aiming at the corner and starts aiming right towards the Dokkaebi. Pre-fires her. I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I want to say he's cheating. But I'm also like, he could have just... Maybe it could just be a replay bug. It could have been a million different things. Walls was not super obvious in many parts. The only part that I feel like the walls were more obvious was when he ran across the map and killed the Vigil. That's the only time. And then recoil was only evident with the Ash gun. Okay, now what I find interesting here, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, he's a level 40 account with 75 hours of playtime. Is that not a very high amount of playtime for how low of a level he is? I'm fairly certain most people make it to level 50 within 30 hours. So he has almost like 2.5 times that. But he's level 40? I don't know what you do with that information, but that just seems weird. I don't know. The whole account just seems weird to me. I want to say cheating just as a blanket statement because it feels odd. Also, being level 40 and playing like that is even odder. Wait. Let me check something. Could be range time. I don't believe it counts any of that. The playtime, I think, only counts like quick match, standard, and ranked. Okay, so he's a level 40 account. Fairly new account, right? Has this whole Ash getup with a plasma pink attachment skin. And then on defense, what does Doc have? The gingerbread skin and plasma pink attachment skin as well. Battle Pass uniform and headgear. And then I believe that's the Scopo's seasonal weapon skin. But he only started playing this season. Never played before. So at a level 40 account, how does he have all of this? I'm going to guess they have some type of skin cheat. So like unlock all. But they aren't choosing great skins, just kind of mess skins, you know? Marketplace is possible, but at a level 40 account that has suspiciously high amount of hours played, it feels odd that they would spend all that money on Marketplace stuff, especially because I know Plasma Pink attachment skin is like almost 2,000 credits. Account transfer, like from console, no. Because then the account would be a higher level. Level transfers too. Yeah. I feel like the account is suspicious. I would not say they're cheating 100%, but I deem it as weird. Okay, and then Evan and Kit are waiting for me for Siege Sex, as they call it. I didn't even notice his name. Last match of the day, for game number 6, we have Uwu Kitten 3366. Vigil's name's a little concerning, but I think that could mean something else. Who's accusing iBoost 2821. I think he's walling. Based off of how he moved his aim before Nomad even ran up. I'm going to take a quick guess at a... What's it called? The trigger cheat. Where basically as soon as they're on your screen it starts shooting for you. So you can have inhuman-like reaction times. Why are you giving hackers attention? I think it's a very foolish perspective and very, what's it called? A sheltered view to believe that my hacker replay is giving these cheaters attention, or I would assume you're trying to say that me doing these videos makes them like want to cheat or whatever. My videos don't change anything when it comes to cheating. People are going to cheat no matter what. So it's not giving them attention. It's not really doing anything. I'm just reviewing it and then getting them banned. He's definitely cheating. Let me see. No one relic or number 1 relic. Like one of the only people without a streamer mode name. They played, what is this, ranked on border 2 days ago. It is. Oh, it's actually 5-4. That was weird. Wow, they went from a gold player to a diamond player. What? Man, they really improved at Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, they're playing with Jacqueline, which I thought was a streamer mode name, but it's not. And then it doesn't look like they're really playing with anyone else. Played with a few people who have already been banned for cheating. They're definitely cheating, though. Either bought this account or started cheating on it because negative KDs, low ranks, and then all of a sudden diamond with a 1.5. He wasn't joking when he said, I boost. I think every single match today was cheaters, right? With maybe one only being like, not 100%, but fairly certain. It's not great. But the benefit, though, for next week's hacker replay, since we're going to have the Ubisoft thing, a lot of these people aren't banned. So if we get matches like this for next week, I'll be able to get all of them banned. So just submit as many as you can. Even if you run into them now, submit them now. Because I'll go through all these matches. I'm going to pull them all up. And if the person's not banned, I will throw them in as long as it's an obvious cheater. Just keep reporting all the obvious cheaters. And when you do submit it to Hacker Replay, please put like that it's obvious so that I can pull that up for number 200. And please submit the text document. A lot of people keep forgetting to do the text document. Okay. That is it for Hacker Replay 199. Next week, episode 200.